If you are catching the replay in this video, I'm going to walk you through all the little secrets that I do when I'm hosting a live stream to ensure I get people to show up. So I'm not having that awkward talk to nobody on the other side. So if you're thinking about starting a live show or doing live streaming, you're definitely going to want to keep watching this video because I'm going to break down everything that I do to promote my live stream. So if you are watching here on the replay, click or write hashtag replay in the comments. If you're catching me live, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. It's really crazy to see so many of you from across the world checking in and watching this. Remember, I'm live streaming every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are actually working on our content for August. So if you've got any content ideas that you are interested in seeing from me, you would like me to talk about on this live stream, drop them in the comments now, whether you are watching on YouTube or Facebook. If we haven't met yet, my name is Trina Little. I am a YouTube strategist. I run a YouTube management agency for online entrepreneurs who are ready to get serious with YouTube, but want someone else to do all the YouTube stuff that goes with it. Basically, our clients just show up, shoot the videos we tell them to do, and we do it all. I also have a group coaching / course called Video Strategy Academy, where you learn my entire process for creating a YouTube strategy. If you're interested in learning more about Video Strategy Academy, feel free to email me, trina@trinalittle.com. So real quick, I want to say hello to Tiny Tingles Music Studio, Crazy A, Double A's Crazy Gaming. Hello, how are you? I'm pulling up the Facebook comments as well because I am able to live stream on both YouTube and Facebook. Super simple because of Restream. If you have not heard of Restream before, you definitely need to check it out because Restream allows you to go live on multiple platforms at once. You don't even need any super fancy software to download on your computer. Just logging into the website, linking all the accounts, and hitting live. This is really one of the reasons that I'm going to talk about how I get people to show up live on my live streams each week. So remember, every week here on my channel, we are talking about things like getting started on YouTube, live streaming, how to use YouTube in your business, and how to level up your video content strategy. So if you've got questions while we go through this, please feel free to drop them. Hello, Henry's Coffee. It's so nice to see you here. And we are going to dive into the 3 things that I do to make sure you all are here live with me when I go live. Otherwise, it's like talking to an empty room full of crickets. So the first thing that I do is I schedule it out. Hi, Andy. I see Andy popping in. So again, talking about Restream, what Restream allows you to do is schedule your videos out in advance so that people that are following you on any of those platforms can get a notification that you're going live. Specifically on YouTube, they can click get a reminder and a notification will be sent to them when I am live. Same thing with Facebook. So this is also why I really recommend using Restream. You can learn more about Restream by going to trinalittle.com/Restream. So Trina, Trena Little.com /Restream, RESTREAM. Because the problem that I had live streaming is I had to use more complicated software like OBS, and it was making my computer slow. It's making the quality of my live streams bad. Restream takes that all away and makes it super simple. So you've got to get people to know you are going to go live. And so being able to schedule it on Restream is the best way to get started. So what I do when I'm scheduling on Restream is I create my thumbnail in advance. I upload it into my event on Restream. I already plan my title in advance and plan my description box in advance as well. Then I will get it on my Restream about 24 hours before I go live so people start to get noticed of it. And this is for them to start putting it on their calendar, start reminding them to do it. It just makes life so much easier. I was having a hard time keeping up with going live and getting people to show up in my live, and getting this option on Restream is super amazing. And if you want to try it out, again, you can get $10 off by going to trinalittle.com /Restream because it's worth it. Let me tell you. So I'm going to check in here. Hi, Dia. Hi, I saw Andy is here. Thank you so much, Tiny Tinkles Music, for saying that VSA is amazing. These names. Okay, so that is number one. Planning it in advance, and Restream allows you to do that. So people can start planning their next day to come see it. The second thing that you need to do is have a plan. So I already have kind of my talking points that I want to hit here today. I actually batched all of my plans last week. I think I'm looking at a calendar. I think, yeah, last week I batched all the 3 lives that I'm going to do here in July. And as you know, the 4th week is always free channel review. So to get selected for a channel review from me, you need to be showing up here live, commenting in the comments, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, and subscribe to my channel. So we will be doing live channel reviews at the end of the month. So I don't really have to plan those, but I have my 3 points for today already mapped out. I had last week's mapped out as well. So the reason being is you don't stumble, right? You don't just want to think, okay, I'm going to talk about this point, and then you get here and nobody is talking, nobody is commenting, and you get kind of self-conscious and you feel kind of awkward. If you have the content points already planned, I have them off to the side right here. So if you see my eyes go a little bit to the side, it's because I'm just checking in on the points that I wanted to cover so that I can, one, ensure that you have a high quality live stream where you're getting content from. 2, keep me on the right path so I'm not getting sidetracked and going totally off topic. And 3, keeping me confident in what I'm sharing. I don't want to start freaking out if there's only 12 people watching, which right now there's only 12 people watching, and that's okay. The 12 of you that showed up here, thank you so much. That is more than 0, and I really appreciate it. Then another thing is when you're planning your content that way, it is much better for rewatch potential too. So you want to make sure you're thinking about your content for when you're not live, for like an hour later or a day later. Is your content good enough to keep those people that didn't show up live watching? And that's why it's so important to have a plan. So number 1 was make sure you're promoting it. I forgot to mention, I also, when I remember, will promote it on Instagram as well. So Instagram allows you to put a timer or like a date. I think it's called a timer, but you can start promoting your live over on Instagram too, telling them to go over and watch on YouTube that you're going live, any way that you can do that. And the third one I'm going to jump into, I almost gave it away. So number 1 secret was promote it. So plan it in advance. Number 2 is have a plan, know what you're going to say. And then number 3 is stay consistent. You need to get it into the mind of your viewers and your audience that you're going to go live every week at the same time on the same day. Now, I didn't take this advice for myself. As you know, in April and May, I was live streaming on Mondays. Here in the summer, things are a little bit different here at my home with kids at home, not going to daycare, not going to school. I had to shift my days away. And that's why here in July, I am live streaming on Thursdays at 11. But the more consistent you are, if your audience knows every day of the week, the same time you're going live, they're going to remember that. Right? Just like the show Friends in the 90s, right? The new episode was every Thursday at 8. Just like Game of Thrones a few years ago, there was a new episode every Sunday at 10 p.m. And so by being consistent and showing up the same day, the same time, your audience is going to get used to it. You also want to continually to show up so that you can build your confidence. Look, I'm not confident the first time I do these at all. I still get a little nervous every time I do go live because it's not my particular strength to go live. I'm actually an introvert. You wouldn't know that, but I would rather talk to my camera and edit my videos later than go live. But I know you that are here live appreciate it. And you like seeing me live and you like engaging with me. I know Andy likes to be here. Double A's Crazy Gaming is always here. It's Asia Plays is here. Tiny Tinkles Music is always here. And I start to recognize you. I start to make that connection with you. You start to feel a connection with me because you hear me saying your name and making that connection. And so I recommend just showing up and trying to be consistent as possible, even though you may feel awkward, even though you may forget what you're going to say like I just did. The more you do it, the better you will get. And if people don't show up, that's fine. Have it in your mindset that if I talk to 0 people, I'm going to continue talking. And I know that the replay, I may get more viewers, right? We're all busy. We all have different notifications on our phone these days. And so I don't want you to think like, if I have no viewers on my live stream, I have failed. Absolutely not. Because again, people can watch the replay. And I know it really sucks to feel like no one is watching, but if you're getting started, this will allow you to figure out your crap, so to speak, right? The more you live stream, the better you get. So people will be dropping in on you later in your journey. You'll be a lot better. So you just got to rip the Band-Aid off, do those awkward streams, feel uncomfortable those first couple of times, and you start to get more comfortable. So when more people start to show up, they get to see the good parts of you, right? And they didn't get to see you kind of flounder and fail at the beginning. And never, ever check to see how many people are watching. I know it's hard. I told you I was looking at how many people were live watching me right now. But if you just don't think about it and you just think, there's people watching me, you're going to feel a lot more confident too. I know maybe you will ask for questions and nobody will have any questions. I've already got questions pre-populated for every single live stream that I do. Even when I do live trainings or workshops, I have questions already pre-populated. So I can jump right to questions without like, okay, what questions do you have? And I sit here and I look at the comments and I wait and I wait. If you have questions already pre-populated, already on your plan, then you'll be good to go. So I just wanted to remind you that it's much easier to go live when you have simple text. So definitely get your $10 off from Restream, where you can stream on up to 20 different platforms, I believe. You can go to trinalittle.com/Restream to learn more about it, try it, get the $10 off. And if you want to start improving your YouTube channel right now, I have a completely free 15-page roadmap that will walk you through all the things you can do right now to up-level your channel. So if your channel's not growing, if you're getting kind of stuck, or you're afraid to get it started, go to trinalittle.com/roadmap to get that roadmap, right? Like I said, it's 15 pages PDF. It has clickable training videos too. So I walk you through, what to put in your channel banner, and there is a video link to show you how to do that, how to update your channel homepage, how to update your channel keywords, all of that, trinalittle.com/roadmap. So I'm going to open it up to questions. If you all have any questions about live streaming, or I've got some time, I've got about 5-10 minutes here, we can talk about YouTube as well. So I want to open the floor to those of you here on YouTube and Facebook to feel free to ask me any questions that you have about live streaming and YouTube. Andy says, I love to chat. I actually met my business accountability partner in a video chat stream. That is so cool. I love that, Andy. YouTube for Musicians says, the first time I went live and noticed somebody started watching, I blanked out for a second. Yeah. So like the more you do it, the easier it'll be. And don't, like I said, don't look at the comments, or don't look at the people that are watching, because it can tend to make you blank, right? Hello, Rosemary. She's a big fan of me. Thank you so much. Cody says, do you use a separate webcam or your laptop webcam when you live stream? Great question. So with a webcam on your laptop, depending on how old it is, it could be a lower quality one. I'm actually using a webcam, a Logitech C920. I think in this video below, there should be a link to my equipment guide. I bought this sucker literally 6 years ago. It shoots in HD and it's under $100, but I do use a webcam and I use an external mic. You'll see right here is my external mic. It's a Blue Yeti. I bought this the same time I bought the webcam, and I use both of these for things like video podcasting, webinars, filming my course content, live streaming. And so they really have a lot of great purpose and they're worth investing in. Double A's Crazy Gaming says, I instant premiere some of my videos. It is just like live streaming, but you are not live. It is just a video being live. Yeah, premieres are great. I do think premieres are separate from live streaming though, because live streaming here allows me to be talking to you on this video, where when you premiere, it's already a pre-recorded video. You can be chatting with people live, but I do think there is a piece of live streaming that should be important to part of your YouTube strategy. Thus why I've done it for the past couple of months. Let's see. YouTube for musicians. Would you recommend to remove the YouTube name from my channel? I watched your last video about trademark and such. YouTube for musicians. Yeah, probably. Like I said, we had our course was called YouTube Bootcamp. Then it was also called YouTube for Creatives. But when I talked to my lawyer to submit it for trademark, we couldn't because of YouTube. So I would think about how you maybe video for musicians or social media for positions. For musicians, again, I'm terrible at naming things, but if you want to copyright or trademark something, YouTube, the name YouTube is already trademarked, so you can't make another trademark with that in it. Andy, how do you introduce questions if no one is watching? Pretend someone asked something? 100%. 100%. I do this all the time on webinars until people get caught up, because when you are live streaming, there is a bit of a delay. And so when I do webinars or master classes, it takes a little bit for my video to catch up and tell people I'm looking for questions. And so I will just say, here's a question I got earlier, da 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 da. Here's a question that I had recently, da 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 da, right? And so I have them in my back pocket so that my video can then catch up and people can start asking questions and I can see them populate. Henry's Coffee says, what is the importance of live streaming? So live streaming is really important to make this connection with your audience, right? I'm making a connection with you. I am answering your questions in the chat so that you feel like I actually care, because I do care about my audience. I appreciate every single person that views my content, that subscribes to my YouTube channel, and it's just a way to build community. Let your audience see you, let them know you see them, and yeah, to build such a strong, loyal community. Tiny Tinkles Music Studio. Can you explain what are the benefits of instant premieres versus just posting the video public? I know this is a little off topic. So Tiny Tinkles Music Studio, when you premiere, it's like you're live streaming. So when you premiere a video, to make that beneficial to you, you want to be in the chat. You want to be in the chat commenting with them. You want to be promoting that just like you would a live, because it's like you are live without being live. So the benefits would be to make sure you're promoting it, make sure you have people there the second it goes live, and then you can engage with them and comment to them. YouTube for musicians. Yes, that was exactly what I was thinking. Video or social media for musicians would be one. Yeah, I would try to get a little bit more creative. And when it comes to names, not so creative, but sit on it, simmer on it, think about it. You know, what would your audience resonate with? Yeah, I am not a good name for naming things. If you have people that are your ideal audience, ask them, you know, send them a couple names, see what they resonate with, see what they think about. Put a poll on your YouTube channel. I love doing polls on my YouTube channel and getting feedback from all of you. So definitely ways you can kind of crowdsource the name of your program or your YouTube channel, right? All right, if there are no other questions, I am going to let y'all go. I know you're busy. I did want to pull up real quick what our next live stream is. So next week, I'm looking at the date, the 22nd. Let me find it because I already have my plan for the 22nd. If it is right here, we are going to be covering 5 quick things that you can do to make your YouTube channel better. So we're going to shift a little bit from streaming. We're going to go back to YouTube, and we're going to talk about some quick things you can do to make your YouTube channel better. So make sure you put that on your calendar right now, whether it's your Google Calendar, your Apple Calendar, your paper planner, whatever it is, a Post-it note on your computer. Next Thursday, I'm looking at the calendar, July 22nd, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be talking about 5 quick things you can do to make your YouTube channel better. Thank you all for being here. And again, if you want to try live streaming on multiple platforms just like this, go to trinalittle.com/Restream. I'm telling you, it is the simplest way to stream. It's the only way I would live stream right now because it's super easy. And thank you all for being here, and I'll see you next week.